Good morning, everyone. Wishing you lots of love and sunshine. That's why we are out here bringing my channel Joy to the World straight to you and this luscious scenery. Hopefully it's refreshing to you, and hopefully that wind isn't bothering you, because boy, I need it. It was 99 before the sun came up this morning. It's a blazer. I've been like, whoa. If you see me glistening, that's the blessing. Y'all get some for yourself. I'll send it through the camera right here to you. Okay. Usually I like to kind of kick off my recording week with one of the belief cards. And as you know, if you've shown up here before, they were pre-shuffled when all this began and the channel started to revive and come back to life. And Spirit said, leave them in the box and you're going to take each one off the top as they come. I'm like, what? I didn't know we were doing that, but okay. That's the thing is, it gets into our eternal energy. We get so trapped in the days of space and time that we can begin to think that there isn't something greater that sees everything, all-knowing, all-seeing, all-powerful, everlasting, eternal. I mean, that's what we are. We're energy, right? So I trust it. And you know, this morning when it came up, it says, practice helps me attain greatness. There's the spirals of life coming in and dancing. I love it. This figure is reiterated in the Cosmic Tarot in a couple of cards that speak volumes when that happens. It's like the sky, the universe, heavens are opening up, looking down, listening, saying, what are they going to do? What are they going to do? And they're like, oh, look what they're doing. Look what they're doing. Do they know how much we love this, how excited we are? And that's why nature starts stirring up for us. The creatures, the signs, the symbols, the bumper stickers, the license plates. Like, well, I forgot to say, I'm Melissa Joy. But in my personal life, I go by Joy, and I see Joy on license plates. And I'm like, what? I'm like, okay. All when I'm all sucked into this heady space thinking, what's going on here? Because it's been challenging lately. It's been real. But on the back, Michael Jordan. Word from him. I failed over and over and over again in my life, and that is why I succeed. So we're here to talk about failure, and the background of this week's readings is going to be miracles, so that's pretty exciting. So if you're like me and it feels like your whole life has been a big fat failure, not in your heart, but the evidence, the body of proof, those sort of things. It's like, where's your win? I'm like, I don't know, but I know I've got one. I'm gonna keep going. Let's just keep going. I know it's in there. I know it's in there. I know it doesn't look like what I thought it would, but just keep going. Or there are those of you that these last handful of years has just wrecked you, okay? And just like smacked you about, and you're like, okay, I can relate on that part. I mean, it feels like it's been forever, and how do we come on out of that? But failure's kind of like worth, y'all. It's determined more by the environment around you. And so if you take it to measure what you see outside of you, to then judge yourself, that can be a difficult situation, okay? Because inside, right, I said my insides are like, I know we've got to win in here. I know we've got to win. I know we'll get it figured out. I know we'll get it together. I know it's going to work this time. I know it's going to work. I mean, that speaks volumes of truth. That speaks like hashtags all over your value, my friend, because you as a being, as a human, as a person are valuable internally. You being here, you being born, you're already valuable. You're already a winner. You made it here, okay? And some of you, you've made it through atrocities, and the fact that you survived is bukudos of miracles. As my friend Hartford Coates says, if you still here, you a miracle. Because mirror means to see, so maybe look in the mirror at your mirror and bless yourself. All right? Use those eyes that you see to look outside of you and look back at yourself and bless yourself, my friend. Speak those kind words, because even though I hear lots of shiz-diz around my head and I don't let a lot of it in, it doesn't mean I don't hear it. And to have to hear that crap for almost 50 years now, it can take its toll. It can take its toll. I heard a wise person say, tithe your breath. And that means give a little bit to yourself off the top, like skim it off, look at yourself and be like, so I'm gonna do it right now. Girl, I love you. You are beautiful. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for the magic that is inside, ready to erupt into this world. We are ready for you. Okay. And that's for all y'all too, because when I'm speaking to myself, I'm speaking to the whole. That's where we all come from. That's why it's called universe. All right, the solar system. But the neat thing about it is love is universal. It speaks to everyone. But what feels loving to you is different than what feels loving to me, right? That's where the joy steps in. That's where our preferences, our personality, our proclivities, and dragonfly spirits showing up, friends, begin to measure and meet to your heart, right? Maybe that's why they have me show up raw here, is so that you can get some groceries up in your cart and cook it up the way you like, serve it up the way you like, because I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm here to reveal who you are, to speak to the who, not the do. We speak to the who, the center of the self, the soul, the solar system. You'll figure all the rest of that out. You've got a good guidance system. It's just we got separated, cut off, and lost from the truth of who we are, from the magic of our being. If you saw that video called I'm Coming Undone, that's really what it was about. Is I was just in there, trying to address, what is this pain? What is this thing that I'm feeling? What is going on? And God was showing me that just all across the world, our different selves died when we said goodbye to that part of ourself that was quirky or dorky or silly or ridiculous. That those are children's ways of adapting to the challenges of life. Children don't tend to stay down for long. And I'm talking age like 9, 10 and under, right? And then we began to shed, separate those parts of ourselves and leave them there for dead, right? And those are the ones wanting to rise up. That's the golden self coming back, gathering into you, bringing that youthfulness, that vibrance, that overcomer power. Because if you wonder about the name joy, it simply means overcomer. So that's why often I talk about stepping over my own dead body. I'm like, I did this morning. I'm like, girl, when you wake more than you sleep, until they get this stent out of my kidney, I'm like, oh my God. When you wake more than you sleep, it can take its toll on you. And I was like, oh, can I move this morning? Felt very heady, very tired, and the vertigo, all that stuff. And my spirit's like, come on, girl. Took me by the hand. It's like, I'm going to get you there. We can do this. And my bag was already packed of all my cards and equipment. And so I hurried up and made my tea and my breakfast so I could get out to watch the sunrise, because I come out before dawn, right? That's a lot to get done. And it's like, you can do it when you see it. When you get to the next step, it's going to get you excited. It's going to get you motivated. It's going to get you there. And here we are. So that's success. That's the spiral, And when it's a spiral, a straight line, when people are living by rulers and regulations and like the way we were trained, that then you need to knock this block down and knock that block down and get to this and that. That's okay, but that's how you'll have to keep living, right? Then you'd be miles away. You'd be miles away. So if you're measuring your progress by the way other people's lives look, you're missing it. Because if you're in the spirals of life, something new, something magical is happening. And you're probably somebody who would be termed a black sheep, the resurrection power of your family, the one to overcome the karma, to break the karma, to heal the karma, whatever, all those different terms. No, it's not my nose running and me crying. It is the anointing, the blessing is flowing, y'all. Must be why it's called the rainbow waterfall. Well, here, let me get close. Let me get close. You need to get some of it, touch some of it, get you some, my friend. I know I am. I'm a bless myself, right? I guess that ought to be what this message is called today. Bless yourself. Bless yourself. Use these 2 lips you have and this powerful microphone, and you speak over yourself. Play a favorite song and sit in the mirror and sing it to yourself. Point your finger at yourself and rock out with yourself. Sing that over yourself. There's some sort of magic in the mystery. There's some sort of magic in the mystery, and watch it power you up. When you're powered up, you can power through, because then those things, they come to like crows, and nothing bad about crows, y'all, but that's what they would do. Crows would peck at the dead bodies that used to be impaled and put on stakes outside city gates saying, hey, this is what could happen to you if you bring any shiz diz up in here, right? It made things very clear, okay? But We don't need anything pecking at us, right? We don't need to go into those cities. We have the whole world, the city of you. All right, friend. Well, there's a lot to be said in that, and hopefully it speaks to you. I love you. I want you to remember that you are valuable and you are important and you are so capable. Don't judge yourself by the straight lines. Get into the spiral, my friend, and watch life begin to happen. Enjoy your life in the living. All right, we'll talk again soon.